Wins are hard to come by in a college football season, and they should be cherished and prized, particularly when you get win number 6 and become bowl eligible. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Maryland Terrapins, taking on the 25th ranked team in the land, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Terrapins will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Florida State's offense will go to work first. And we've been really eager to see this matchup. This quarterback against an elite defense. Jesse, what does a quarterback have to keep in mind when you face a group like this?
Well, he's just going to have to be dialed in. He's had a lot of success this year so far. This is a different animal, though, this defense he's playing. He's got to be really good with his decision-making, throwing it, running it, pre-snap, post-snap. You make one mistake against this defense, David, they make you pay.
Yeah, they're a fun defense to watch, and this is a fun challenge for their defense, too, because it's an elite quarterback, right? Like, they can make you look like you're not as good as you've been all season long, so I'm looking forward to seeing this matchup and who wins it.
The play-action fake. Finds the tight end. Turning it on! They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Gets it out quickly. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the game.
And the Seminoles are moving quickly down the field. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. They get him down with this offensive setup. 1st and goal from the 9.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on.
Just steamrolling the defense. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. To the air, it's Sperry. Fires into the end zone. And they will score. Touchdown, Noles.
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the field 75 yards and put 6 on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Maryland's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Trying to escape and get it himself. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Good job running top and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Oh, they're after him! And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Quick completion on the out. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Terrapins have it with a 1st and 10. The give on the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Firing to the right, complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Finds his big tight end. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Working that left side now.
These are simple routes, the drag routes that go across the field, but they actually can turn into huge plays. You see all the speed on the outside now, wide receiver. You get in his hands quick. He can go make a play, make one guy miss, and maybe next.
Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Terrapins pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They're going to ride this running back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up the first without scoring. Off the play fake. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Maryland! The extra point here would tie the game. There have been mini-series, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in shorter period of time than that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy, time and time again, trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown. Demoralizing.
They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Off play action on first down. The short hands, it's Murray. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. They'll line up for a second down play. Wants to throw, it's Sperry. Fires to the big fella. They work their way to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Ball is at the 35, it's first and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Singleton. Got room at the 35. Turning on the jet. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Seminoles.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
On the run, it's Dickey. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. A first down for the offense. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Dickey. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Looking to fire. Finds his big tight end. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Terrapins will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Terrapins! Setting up for the extra point and the tie. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Listen, nice completion, short game. Now you get to 3rd down. 3rd down's more manageable. But guess what? If I don't get it on 3rd down, I still got that 4th down in my pocket. Nowadays, analytics, we're going for it anyways.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Seminoles will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Yes, the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. The momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Now from the 48-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line. Being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
It's complete on the right side. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. The Terrapins have their offense in high gear. Leaves it with the running back. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. The big gain on offense, and the play will stand. The offense declines the penalty. As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Quarterback keeper. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. Terrapins had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Now on the move. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And this offense knew coming into the game, when they get to the red zone, it's going to be tough sledding because it's hard to run, especially against this physical defense. They're one of the top 5 defenses stopping the run. And you know at this area of the field, it's really tough to throw it. Let's see who the more physical side is.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Off the bootleg and rolling out. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Perfect execution by this defense. They played pass, sat back, looked at the quarterback, took everything away, and even better, good pass rush, finishes it. Now put him in a predictable...
And into the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Maryland!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking downfield, it's Sperry. Snagged in the middle, it's Singleton. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To the air on first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Seminoles have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. Makes the catch. It's Murray. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Working that left side. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. The Noles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They'd given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field.
He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Seminoles will boot it away to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Williams looking for a man. Gets open down the middle.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the end route there.
From the gun, the running back has it. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. He's up to 81 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on third down at the dope. Got a man, it's Sticky. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
One of the things I love about this defense, they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make...
Oh, he's got some space. He finally goes out of bounds, but you better check that laundry on the field. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. The Terrapins will call on their punt team. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Waves the arm. Fair catch, and the catch is made close to the 30-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. That's reeled in. It's Singleton. The Knowles can really attack on this second and short. Trying play action. Bringing the heat. Chunking away just as he was hit.
Well, they tried to go play action on that one to see if they could freeze the defense, but a great job getting to the quarterback, not being fooled by it and forcing the incompletion.
The Seminoles come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. From the gun on third down. Got it in the middle, it's Adams. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. They'll give it to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Makes the grab. It's Adams. They make the stop, but the sweet pulling catch is plenty to give them a first down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
And the Seminoles moving quickly to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
There he goes. He was loose and setting sail, and they stop him at the 6-yard line. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. Off the play fake on first down. To throw. Touchdown, Florida State. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. Found his open target. Accurate throw in 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Gives it on the option. Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33. He's piled up 87 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Dickey. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. And the Terrapins will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll run play action. Finds his tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see their routes and see them develop in the middle. And you can tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
Williams will pass. Fakes to grab. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The Terrapins will try to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got his man. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. We've swapped sides of the field, and we are ready for the finish as the 4th quarter gets underway. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off play action. Shoots it to the left. Rolls it in. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's really tough on offenses when defenses know what you got to do. You got to pass the football. They're in man coverage. How about the receiver understanding where the first down is? He smells it. He goes and gets it.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Ooh, there's an example, Jesse, of a receiver making his quarterback look bad. Most of the time, make it look good and cover up for him. All those balls y'all will throw online, but oof, that would hit him in a pretty good spot. He needs to come down.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback.
Did he get touched? This is a simple start.
They get him at the 32. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. He just barely got enough of that one and just barely kept it straight enough, too. And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. One big play, and now they've got it at the 42-yard line on 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Singleton. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. The Seminoles in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Rides the back on the option, the give. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
Under fire. Oh, no, the ball popped out. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Here's the pressure. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Brought down at the 37-yard line, and this defense denies them on 3rd down. A huge pressurized kick coming right now as this game hangs in the balance. The official says no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. Maryland has the ball back in the Terrapin offense ready to go. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time. Blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Turning it on! Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. And the Terrapins come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the 1st down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Looking for a man. Just a short pass to the tight end. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. From the gun, the ground game. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
From the gun, to give, looking for room. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Rides the back and leaves it. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
3rd down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. Breaks into the open. Races down to the 2 and stopped just short of the goal line as he goes out of bounds. The Terrapins have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, Dave.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip with my boys, but there's some work to be done still.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.